swearing. B to the Izzo. Brando.
What up, Posse?
How's it going? This is Brandon.
Mark.
Chad.
Andy.
Dude, wait a second. Mark, you usually say a what up after Chad. Dude, don't throw me off.
You
don't throw me off,
had
man.
this pause like you wanted to say something,
No,
so I just
no.
let you go. I let you roll.
Oh, God. All right.
Brandon got a haircut so he thinks he's cool.
Yeah, look at this.
It's pretty,
It's a
pretty
week old
stylish.
already.
I know. I got to get a haircut probably in a couple weeks.
And I need to tighten it up.
Yeah.
So real quick, I just want to go over this because I'm kind of excited for Thursday's Shazam.
Oh,
This coming Thursday
Shazam.
is Shazam. And all the reviews look amazing, which kind of scares me. But I've seen enough that I'm pretty excited, and I think it's going to be really, really good. Just saying.
I'm excited for it. People are saying
Are
it's
we
like,
going? Should we go on Thursday?
I don't know. I thought, no, we
Can
got
you go?
Ryan.
No.
Ryan's coming.
Huh?
We're doing WrestleMania one.
We can't
Doing
go.
WrestleMania.
Oh, that's right.
We'll do Shazam later. Like, I feel like...
Sorry, I'm kind of
Yeah.
excited.
People are saying that, like, keeping in trend with Wonder Woman and Aquaman, like, it was a
catch
pretty
it
good
on
movie compared
Saturday
to Justice
or
League and
Sunday or
Batman
something.
versus Superman.
I still haven't found any confirmation that The Rock's going to be in it.
I know. They're probably keeping it secret, I'm hoping, because he needs to be Black Adam.
Well, the only thing that he did is he winked in the camera once when he was walking down the red carpet. That was it, when somebody asked him.
Oh, okay. I like it when the
take
Rock
that.
winks, man.
But
I'll
do
take
you
that.
like it
Oh,
when,
I do.
when he winks at you?
When he winks, yeah, at the TV.
He's winking
at us all.
He's winking
at us
directly
all.
into your soul, you
Yes.
personally.
It's the people's wink.
The
Yeah.
people's wink.
Dude, people's eyebrow is the best.
It was.
All right, Brandon, what do you got
All
up
right,
there?
we'll start off with some Funkos. And this was just a spur of the moment purchase. And I was like, I'm collecting all the power armors. I didn't know these were out yet, but so I got this one all from the new Fallout 76. And, you know, I'm just doing like the power armors really. And I just like the sculpt of it, and it's not the normal like
You don't want
emotionless face.
So your Fallout limitation of collecting is
For
just
Funkos.
just the power armor with Funkos.
Yeah.
But not the rad toad?
No, not the Rad Toad. I'm not doing that.
Okay. And then what about this mole miner?
No, no.
Mothman?
Maybe.
This is
But,
kind of cool.
Mothman's pretty cool.
Dude, it's a Mothman Prophecies.
Yep.
But,
That's pretty cool.
But going along with the Fallout, I can't really, because I knew that was gonna happen.
Breaking out with the
right?
Fallout.
These are a couple things from a loot crate that I got, and that apparently don't like to stay together. And Loot Crate normally makes not very good stuff, but I mean these look cool. They're a pain in the butt to put together, but
Seems pretty durable though.
worth like the $5, $10 I paid. So yeah, it's durable. It just won't stick in the thing. It's supposed to be like it has like a special way to going in.
Just put a little glue in there.
Yeah, I might put some super glue in there.
Put some glue in there.
Oh
Gorilla
man,
Glue
that's
or
such a
something?
no-no.
Why?
Well, that's your toy. You do what you want, man.
Do what I want.
Oh, you do what you want.
That's cool little.
We love you for who
Those
you
are
are,
cool.
Brandon.
Yeah, and this is the cool
And
little
all
like
of your glue.
the Vault Boy mascot that represents all of your skills and your traits.
So
as a
what's this
character.
other thing?
It depends on what he does with his
That
glue.
is
That's
the
what I was
Mr.
thinking.
Handy, which is like this is supposed to be like
Mr.
100 or so
Handy.
years in the future.
Handy
that
Andy.
They created these robots, and then nuclear war happened. The robots survived, and like humans barely survived. That's like, and then it's like usually it sets in like 100 to 200 years after the fall of the bombs. But these things are like they're supposed to be like the butlers and then the
What'd
maids
you
and
pay
the
for
cooks
that?
and stuff.
$5.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess.
Didn't you pay $5?
15, 10 apiece. But then
Oh, okay.
15
Nice.
knocked $5 off.
Nice. I might want to get one of those to put
So,
with my
Yeah.
Hank Pym set.
Ooh.
You'd be the assistant.
Yep, the assistant.
All right. Speaking of going back to Pops, Andy finally brought something
Andy,
in.
can you grab those?
He brought something
Brandon's-
in. I have short arms.
Brandon has what
you
we
know.
call bench arms. You could probably bench 350 in about a year if you
Brandon's
really
like,
wanted
I'll get the check here.
Doesn't have
Here,
that far
Let
to
me
go.
get the check.
I
Give
got
me
the
cash.
alligator
Let me
arms.
get
Yeah,
that.
I got the alligator arms. So what do you got here?
to. That's my Bob Ross. That was a gift from my friend Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. But that is my Bob Ross keychain, and I'm going to start collecting. I'm a big Bob Ross fan.
Okay.
But I think I'm going to start collecting these little keychains because I think they're pretty cool and they don't take up a lot of space, and they have pretty much the same. They're just a mini pop
Yeah.
with with a keychain sticking out of its
I
brain.
like this one, not only because it's Bob Ross, but like it's got a cool little face. You
It
could
has facial hair. That's
Yeah.
the difference.
Did you know that Bob Ross actually permed his hair? It wasn't really curly,
I did not know.
and then it became very popular, so he kept doing
who
it.
gets a perm?
It's very, very
People
true.
back then in the 70s and 80s did.
I love Bob Ross.
Dude,
he
the
was
perm
so
and
cool.
the
How can you
Jerry
not
curl.
love
I
Bob
know,
Ross?
right? I mean, there's actually a guy out there that Bob Ross stole his whole concept of that kind of
Paint by numbers.
oil art. Kind of. I mean,
Okay.
it really was. It was a
We'll
big.
put a
It was a
little
big
tree,
fad in the
little
'60s
tree
and
over here.
'70s, and he learned from somebody that actually had their own show on public access or cable
Yo,
access.
newsflash,
no.
guys. Bob Ross was cutthroat.
He kind of was.
He was more like Rick Ross.
Well, and look
If
at
you
The
think
boss.
about, you think about his
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
line. You think about his whole line of paints. I mean, you think about the way that the Bob Ross Foundation protects their licensing on this. They're very, very strict. They're very, very good with what they do. But you got
Speaking
more?
of,
And I-
Andy.
Yes.
Finally.
Andy?
These are my Bob Rosses.
Andy,
I'm just a bigger version of the keychain.
Yep, it's
Buy
the
me.
exact same pop.
you
Look
won't
big.
be leaving with that, Andy.
You know
Can I
what?
see that, please? That's
And
what I
then
call- you
talk
have
about
no.
licensing though. They let Marvel do this after a customizer did it, and then they were like, "Oh, we're gonna make one too."
Andy, you're not leaving without pop protectors, dude. You got to get some protectors on these bad boys.
I do. No, and actually, you've seen the Deadpool 2 promo video on YouTube, right?
Yeah, with him being
Yeah.
Bob Ross. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I got. As soon as that dropped, someone that customizes pops put one on their Instagram, and then
And all of a sudden, that was a thing. and it
Funko was like,
happened.
no, Funko was like, oh, here's our
We'll make
Deadpool
one.
Bob Ross.
You know what's interesting with these Bob
Ross,
Rosses
Ross.
is there's more than one of them, but in the back, which they usually show collect all,
Yeah.
these amounts. There's nothing on the back of these.
Well, that's like a one of a kind thing, and that one has more
Total
to
one
it.
again with
but
the licensing.
it has more to it. No, they have like 4 or 5 of them, but for some reason they didn't put it out. Like,
Really?
I think that came out first, and then like they have like it with like the little animals, like one's with a squirrel, I think. And then I don't know what the chase is. It's something. I think it's a different animal or something.
No. So yeah, these two. I mean, I have like all of my pops fit in a big grocery bag.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm
You gotta get bit by the bug.
I'm not a collecting guy. I
But you
kind
have a
of
couple.
randomly pick,
Yeah.
all the different crap that I like, and I buy one.
So when you come, to
That's
the
what we
swap-
do.
but
You're a collector, dude.
Now, okay, so it's your fault. What you have
What?
started.
Me?
These two are the first two that I've bought that are meant to be a set together.
Ah,
So like,
It begins.
the
I
toy
have
Posse.
one character from a bunch of different things, and now I'm gonna want to start filling in, the rest of the characters in
Yes.
each of those things.
So can you
that's how
like
it gets
post
you.
edit a scene from the Empire? I mean, the Return of the Jedi when the Empire's like, yes, give in to your hates.
I will do that.
Well, I gotta say, you're off to
I'll
a good
imagine
start
it
with
in my
what
head.
you're. If you're gonna start collecting, you're off to a really good start with those. 'Cause-
Wow.
Yeah, soon he's gonna be coming in. It's like, oh, I got like 5
Chad
pops this
approved.
week.
Well, not only do I approve because I'm a fan of Bob Ross, but I just think that if you're going to buy something that's super saturated, like Funko Pops, I love them to death, but I buy selectively too.
Gotta
I
stick,
buy what I like, and that's
Yeah.
it.
stick
That's
to
all
what
I
you
do.
like. You can't be.
Yeah,
a
originally you
completist
go
with the
through though.
Funkos.
Some like you get bit by the bug, and some people come off the bug, but some people are they're completists by nature, so
You just
they
gotta.
Yeah.
they have like, oh, I've had all the Game of Thrones, all the Harry Potters.
There's
and
so
then
much.
you
Whatever,
have
all the
so
Marvel.
many.
You know,
There's so many more
I used to be like
outlets for Funko Pops now, where you think you have one exclusively at Target, where it's for a limited time, it's exclusively a Target, or
also has a sticker on it. If it has a
pops
sticker
up
on it,
Lunchbox or whatever. Yeah, I mean they did that, like with that Star-Lord. That got for a
Certain
limited
ones,
edition.
so like
yeah.
right
And then it
away.
got-
that's only a box lunch.
That box
like
lunch one thing.
Pikachu.
Yeah,
If you were to
that
find
was going
Pikachu,
for like
you
$40.
knew
Now it's like
20.
not even. It's like regular price now
Yeah.
that Bulbasaur
If
came
you
out.
buy
Yeah.
what you enjoy, you will never be disappointed. That's
Unless you
what
get
I
ripped
go
off by a scam burglar.
Scam
Scam
burglar.
burglar.
That's
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything
dude, watch
we're
out,
bringing
scam
in,
burglar.
yeah. Look out for the scam burglars.
They'll steal
I
your
will.
hamburgers and your deals.
Toys,
Well, then we have a
your
problem.
deals, Scamming burgers.
It's gonna be like when
Burglars.
the Simpsons they had the old hamburger dude and Homer beats him up.
Yeah, that was
He's like, stop, he's already dead.
all the little kids
Can't
were
kill
around
him
there.
anymore.
Yeah.
No, I don't think. I think that was Krusty.
No, he was dressing up
Was
as
it?
Krusty.
Oh,
He was
as
running
Krusty.
a Krusty Burger. Like, he was like, oh, you have to go to all the Krusty Burger
That's right.
openings.
That's right.
So the next thing, one of my favorite iterations of Batman, because it was one of my favorite story arcs for Nightfall. So this is the John Azrael Batman, and it has like the cool like blades, like armor, and it shoots out batarangs in I think the right arm.
Yes,
So-
it looks like you have a lot of sharp angles
Oh no,
on that.
both hands. Both
Didn't
hands. I
he?
think.
So he basically took over after Bane.
Yeah, after
Batman.
Bane. Yeah, and they only did it for like a short run, and then Batman came
Well,
back.
because he was
recovered.
going a little too dark.
Yeah, he was like almost killed Bane.
Yeah, he was going a little too dark, and Batman. Didn't he have to stop him then?
Yeah, Batman had to stop him to get
What-
the
what year was this?
mantle back. Early mid '90s. I think mid '90s.
You know where it.
But that's like 2000. That
yeah,
toy was made
right where my
2000.
finger is. What does that say?
Highly articulated.
That was a big thing, to be highly
Articulation.
articulated.
Not a lot.
Literally says that.
Not a lot of articulation in that.
No,
No,
it's
not
very
compared
armory.
to not compared to when you and I pop lock.
Pop
You know-
lock.
Don't need to see you two old men.
We're gonna
pop
put a.
lock. That's just
I was
standing
talking
up
about you
from
and
a
me,
chair.
B.
You.
Oh. Well, you two. I
will-
imagine you two. That'd be hilarious.
I will.
Sorry,
I will.
man.
I will do a break off with you at any time and any
I'm not
place.
good at breakdancing.
I got
We can
my-
pop lock.
I can't
I'm gonna
pop
tell
lock.
you-
We
and drop it.
can.
I can neither pop nor lock nor
I'm
drop. it.
voting for both you guys. 2020 breakdancing in the Olympics.
No way. I got -5
Possi-
vertical.
Possibly.
possibly.
What do you got?
In the
Well, I'll do
posse.
this thing last, the little thing, the newest thing. But this is one of my newest favorite acquisitions is the Diamond Select Stay-Puft Marshmallow Man.
Sweet.
So, and the back, it creates the front of the firehouse from the movie.
Nice.
They have all of them released and Slimer, so they have all 4 Ghostbusters, but this was like one of the first releases.
So in the other part,
And
the other
then,
figs come with parts.
Yeah, and then I want to get the Slimer next from the real Ghostbusters, and then all 4 Ghostbusters. And then I'll be able to create the diorama, but then it's like I have all the figures. I'm not just going to buy the diorama. And they're like at 25 a pop. Not bad.
That's not bad because this thing
On
is
Amazon.
No, I was going to say
Yeah,
that's
some
a
weight
that's
to
a
it.
good.
Check that out.
You're getting your. bang
Broke
for
something
your-
in my car when it fell off the bag I had it on.
So now you're gonna open that too.
Yeah, I'm going to
eventually?
open that and take it out.
Really?
Why wouldn't
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
25
Yeah,
Because look at again. This is the difference between Brandon and I. Is look at how the company has gone out of its way to present it into a way that you can
Yeah,
let
but
it
I
stand
wanna
by
build-
itself.
I want to build the
The firehouse.
firehouse.
Okay.
It looks cool on my display.
Yeah, but you can
Alright.
you can leave it out in the box.
Yeah, that takes up room. So,
No,
You know
what's
what?
this?
You and
It's
I are
like
going to have a
schmoo?
debate,
right?
dude. We're having
the
a
next
debate.
thing is Tiny Ghost. So I got this. The guy is Reese O'Brien who makes them, and he has some really cool ones, but they're pretty like hard to
I've
find.
never heard of this.
Like these are little vinyl ghosts, and they
Cute.
have like con exclusive, and
Reminds me of a
schmoo.
they have drops like every like Wednesday morning, like or I think Tuesday or Wednesday at
Some
like
glow in the dark.
1:30 or 1 o'clock Eastern. I mean Pacific time. They have glow in the dark ones, but this one I got the regular one, and it was like
Sweet.
a kind of blind bag. Like so, it was either a regular one or you got one that got like custom doodled on by the creator. But
Oh,
but I'm good with
Sweet,
this one.
dude.
I finally have one. Like they sell out like as fast as pops do. Like when they drop, they're like normally 20 to 30 a piece. So they ship pretty fast. I think I bought it. It got here today, so it took about a week to get here.
that thing's awesome.
But yeah, they have like cool different colors and like one that looks like candy corn, one that looks like a 4th of July like popsicle.
What'd that run you?
Stuff like that. This one was like 20 plus shipping. Like it's $29.
Wait, dude,
So-
that's not bad.
Are
for
all
like
their
a-
toys minimalized, like minimalist
Well, they have
artwork
this
type of
size,
style?
and then
or-
it's all usually like one color, or like they have one that's green that feels like moss, and they have one that looks like candy corn.
Is the box and everything usually minimal like that too?
Yeah,
A lot of
usually
color,
the box
very-
just has the what it looks
Picture
like,
of the
and
guy.
then but this was a mystery one, so they all had the blank one, and you didn't know if you got a doodled one or a plain one. So I'm good with the plain one. I can usually
You said, you said doodled?
yeah, you get doodled one.
He doodled on it?
Yeah, so and
Doodled on it.
he'll usually do one for you. I think for a fee.
I would
at
rather
cons
handle
when
the
he's
one
there.
that would
So.
had no doodle on it.
Okay. Well, you can get him to do it at cons. Like if he's doing
He didn't
signings
get
at
that
a
at
con,
all.
whatever. I'm not. Get out of here. I'm a highbrow humor. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Come on. Get with the program. Okay.
I'm sorry, man. But so you're saying it's being doodled by this Reese O'Brien?
Yeah.
Oh,
Reese.
okay.
Sometimes they'll like that was the big draw
That's cool.
for this one. Like, oh, you could get one that was doodled.
You know what I do like
And I
about
don't think
the
it has a signature.
I
on
do
it.
like the minimalism in this, and I do like the packaging, and I really do like the fact.
package.
Yeah, and I like the fact that it's kind of, if you look at the way that it's designed, that it's kind of, you think, oh, it's really cheap and small, and then you see they got a little bit of red here, and then you've got the halo or the
The
Hologram.
sticker.
hologram sticker
love
on the
that.
on the front too.
Officially, everyone loves a
So
good sticker.
they definitely
Right?
they're definitely putting a lot of thought into this.
And
It's
these
not
are probably pretty limited. How many do you think you made of those?
They'll re-release the plain ones every couple times, but it's like when you get one of the special releases, the design ones, like that, like ones that look different colors. Like there's one that's like pink and a little bit translucent, supposed to be bubblegum. Those go from like anywhere from like $80 to a couple $100.
Damn.
If it was like a con exclusive one, that's like like
how long have
$300.
these been around?
I don't know. Probably 3 to 5 years. I don't know. Somewhere. I think. I mean, I could be wrong. It might have just been 2 years, but I remember seeing them like for at least 3 years. The past 3 years, I've been like looking at their site and being, oh, I kind of want this one, but then I never knew when they dropped and they sold out like that.
Newer type of thing.
Because it almost seems like they're kind of doing the surprise thing with the
I
boxing.
think he used to work for Funko or something. Or
Oh,
he's
then
somehow
that explains it.
like. I think he used to be a designer for them. He used to be like a designer for them, and then I could be totally wrong. Comment. I don't know everything.
I like it. I'd actually collect these, to be honest with you. I'd get a couple of them, depending
I would get
on
one for sure.
The glow in the
you
dark
like have
would be.
to hunt. You have to like be on the page at like noon until 1 Eastern time is like,
No.
like when they do it. I mean,
You gotta
1
be that
Central
kind of
time, yeah.
collector.
Brandon, we don't have to hunt because we
I'm not
have
paying.
you.
I'm not paying. No, forget that.
You can do this for us, and you're going to have fun doing it. And
You can do it, Brandon.
we're all, yeah,
We'll see.
and we have faith in you.
I
We'll see
believe
how
in
it
you.
goes.
Where are we at?
I believe
It's all
in you.
about the chase. 17.
Oh, nice.
It's
Okay.
time to talk about these.
Pulsars.
Yeah. So I had a friend of mine that started collecting pulsars, and these are my prize, baby. There's nothing. I know more about I have forgotten more about this action figure than anybody will ever know ever, and that is not arrogance. That is confidence. I have had these things since I was 6 years old, and he's trying to buy them. And there's a few things that people don't realize because they are getting more and more scarce.
Support
And a
the
lot of people
troops,
haven't
buy
even
war
heard
bonds.
of this thing. So this was in 1976 the answer to the $6 Million Man blow up. I mean, he just had his own show. It was action figure after action figure, and he had the bionic Bigfoot and all this stuff. Well, they wanted to come out with something that would be comparative to, or at least compete in Christmas. And they came up with Pulsar, which was the ultimate man of adventure. And they did it so quickly that there was no backstory. There never was a backstory made. He had a bad guy who was Hypnos. We'll talk about another subject, who also had one of the very unique things. Brandon, go ahead. And it was the first time Velcro was used on a doll, but also instead of a bionic arm, he had a transparent chest. And when you pumped his back, his heart and lungs would move and his blood would move.
Circulation. Look at that.
And
You got my heart beating.
it's an amazing concept.
I love you.
That I wish they would have had a backstory for, because this is a really cool doll if you think about
So
it.
a man was born.
So the Bionic Man had his bionic arm.
Half
He's got
chest.
his chest. But the one thing is the Bionic Man had his bionic eye that you could see through. Instead, what they did is they
I'll do one better. Brain
open
disc.
up his head
My whole
and have a
face
brain
opens
disc.
up.
Yeah, you can open it up, Brandon.
I have a brain disc.
Not one brain disc.
Right.
Two.
So there was two generations of this. One was actually mailed or done toward. Look at you, broke it. You didn't break it. One was
Scared me.
one of the first ones was victim of a PGG rating, where they decided to take some of the flesh and put it up higher. So this is actually a variation of that, where he has flesh colored. I don't know why, all the way up to his
Navel.
6-pack abdomen, navel, where this guy does not. It just doesn't make any sense, but it was just one of those things that the censors got into. But one of the things that people will try and get you on when you try and buy these is the patch. It's very, very important, or it's worth very little. Shoes, very important, or it's worth very little. But the biggest thing is that a lot of people, when they buy these, and this is an example of what not to buy, is if you go ahead, Brandon, and look, the heart and lungs are been breached, so the air has gotten in, and they have deflated, and they are deceased. That is worth zero.
He did.
And unfortunately, the way that these things have been
We
designed...
hardly knew ye.
Yeah, so... And this one, somebody suckered me on this on eBay. But, unfortunately, these have rubber hinges, so once the rubber goes, the legs go out.
So
you can't redo
even
them.
really use the parts.
Yeah, and once the arms pop off, they never really pop back on right. They're really easy and like this. But, sadly, a lot of people will get taken for that because there are very little... We're talking about 76, so we're talking about 40-plus year doll here.
It's not a lot of these left around
They're going out and...
that aren't in your possession.
I have close to 25 to 30 of them. I was going to make a count before, but I forgot. But
If you search Pulsar on eBay, it says none left because Chad bought them all.
because they hate me on eBay. Well, what I did is I cornered the market on
The
them.
Pulsar
I bought
community
every one of them
hates
that
you,
was
Chad.
worth something. Hey, it was cool. I had fun with it.
It's too bad his lungs are wrecked.
So there was only a few things that were out there. One of them
Don't
was the
smoke,
Pulsar.
kids.
His bad guy was Hypnos. Then he had a Ben Cooper Halloween costume, and then lastly there was a Life System Center. All are with a lot of money. But if you ever decide and you ever see one of these and you see that its lungs are collapsed and the heart's not working and it's literally crusted, don't buy it. That was good timing.
Oh my god! Don't buy a crusty Pulsar.
I'm really glad that you were playing with the one that... he's standing perfectly still.
That's why I set that one over there to show you that he's a
Get
perfect.
this in between.
Get that one out of harm's way.
Yeah, you take that, Andy. I trust you. All right.
Sit him on my shoulder.
Swap meat.
Swap meet
this
next Sunday.
April 7th. This Sunday. This coming Sunday.
Yeah, 9 a.m.
April 7th at the Bloomington Event Center.
Cool.
Center.
70 tables, free admission.
Sunday.
Toy Posse
Kids are free.
Shirts and hats and free.
70
kids.
tables. That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of toys.
Oh, by the way, I got something for you.
Silica.
Yeah.
White gold.
My silica.
Move over, cocaine.
Keeping it
These
fresh.
silica
My
packs
silica's
are-
bigger than yours.
Keeping it fresh.
All right. We're out of here.
All right, peace out.
Later.